Hello and welcome to the latest video from AVForums.com. This time we're going to be showing you the picture settings we obtained when calibrating the review sample of the 65-inch LG EC970V. We would advise using the conventional rather than the magic remote for this, as it makes things just that little bit easier. First thing you want to do is press the settings button on the remote, which brings you up this menu here. Navigate down to the picture menu and then across to picture adjust. Here we can see we've set the OLED light for quite low, a little bit lower than default. That's for a nighttime viewing environment with just a lamp in the room. We've got the contrast at 83, brightness at 52. Those are at default. This is the colour. If we move down to the expert controls, this is where all the fine calibration controls are housed. Into there. There's no need for dynamic contrast on this set. Blacks are black enough. Super resolution is set to off. Colour gamut is at standard. That's for your conventional full HD content. And anything below. Edge enhancement, now we can put this on for anything below 4K, we would advise. Perhaps not your Blu-rays, but everything else, certainly broadcast HD, and anything under that. Colour filters just used for calibration, as is the expert pattern. Gamma, again, we've set this for a darker room environment at 2.4. If you've got a brighter room, daytime would be 1.9, and sort of a medium lighting environment will be the 2.2 setting. I'll just back out of there. White balance, we're only going to show you the 2-point because the 20-point could well introduce problems into your TV. So, colour temperature of warm 2 gives the closest to the industry standard for white. So the method here is 2-point. Starting with the high adjustments, red 14, green 6, blue 30, and we move across to the lower point settings. Back again. Slightly convoluted menu system, unfortunately. We've just made some minor adjustments there, as you can see. And if you want to copy those settings over to all your inputs in one go, that's the one to hit. We'll just back out of there now. And no adjustments in the colour management system, as it's broken. Down to picture options. Noise reduction off, MPEG noise reduction off. You don't need that for your high quality sources. Perhaps if you're watching something lesser, you'll need that on. Real Cinema activates the film cadence detection, which works nicely. So you might as well leave that on. True Motion is a motion interpolation system. Now that's a very personal thing on how you perceive it, but we would definitely leave it off for all film content. Sports and video, we might consider using it in a low setting. And just have a very brief look at the other menu items. Into the sound menu. Standard mode is perfectly fine. Although we've been using external speakers, we have to admit, during this review most of the time. That's your network settings. It's fairly obvious. Some more of your general settings here. You can activate the logo on the front of the TV to light up should you wish. This is your SYMP-Link settings, which is the LG's term for HDMI CEC, Consumer Electronics Control, which is where you can control other devices using the TV's remote if you switch it on. This auto activates the audio return channel feature, or ARC, so you can use an external sound system connected by HDMI and still use the remote. So that's a useful one to know. You want that on. These are all fairly self-explanatory. Safety settings, and other accessibility settings. So there's a setting for the hard of hearing down here for audio descriptions, which is all very useful. So that concludes our look at the LG EC970V menus. We're also going to give you a brief look at the LG WebOS Smart TV system interface, which is very nice indeed, which is a very slick card system that runs across here, so everything's basically treated as an app, all your inputs, etc. So that we've got live TV here, and the USB disc which we recently accessed, HDMI home theatre system. You move across here and you can actually squash it down to see some more of your apps and inputs. As you can see, we've got our Blu-ray disc input there, there's one for the browser. Now say you wanted to move something forward in the queue because you used it a lot, press the up button on the remote and then the directional key to move it across, bang it down there and Bob's your uncle. Okay, as we said just now, we can actually customize all our input labeling, and we've already done this before, but we'll just briefly show you how it's done. So you press the input button on the remote, go up to all inputs there, press the enter/OK button. You can't do it for live TV, but you can do it for any of your external inputs. So here we've got this, it was labelled as home theatre. We can press OK, move across, edit. We can edit the icon should you wish, but we'll leave that at default, and edit the name with a on-screen keyboard. And just input whatever you want. It doesn't wrap around the keyboard, so you have to go right the way across. There you have it. All done. As we can see now, the menus, it hasn't updated, but it will. And that concludes our look at the 65-inch LG EC970V picture settings, menus and smart TV user system.